Now inside the room, the celebrations begin. Upon accessing the room, the system will ask you to allow or not allow the use of your camera and your microphone. Please select your preference. If you intend to engage in video chat with other attendees during the event, then make sure that you choose Allow. Once you're in the room, you will see the main stage, where the live stream will be broadcast from. If your camera is on, you'll also see yourself here. You are in full control of the volume of the stream, so you can turn it on or off here as you wish. If you have allowed video, then you have the following controls: mute your microphone and stop video. Here, you can also choose to float the video if you would like the live stream to follow you as you scroll down the page. However, if you prefer, you can pin it back in place by clicking on Dock. To the right of the stage, you will find the main communication hub in the room, where all your messaging and networking will happen. First, go to the Me tab, which gives you the option to enter your details and upload a photo and social media links. Moving left, the next tab is the Schedule, which displays the order of the evening if it is available. Moving left again, under the People tab, you will be able to see who is at your table. From here, you can message people on your table privately. Moving right is the Contacts tab, where you will see everyone that you have added to your network. You can remove people from your active list by clicking on the green X. If you want to reinstate people onto your active list, click on Inactive and reinstate them by clicking on the green tick. You can also search for anyone in the room. Click on the Everyone button and search for a person, job title or name. You can also search using the first letter of their first name on the selection bar here. You will see there are status buttons next to each contact. Grey means they are inactive. Green means they are active and available. Under the Chat tab, the first option is Room Chat, where you can send a message to everyone in the room. Please remember that messages sent in the Room Chat will be received and viewed by everyone in the room. My Table is where you can privately chat to everyone on your table. And finally, you can also have private one-to-one chats with anyone you wish in your contacts or in the entire room. Make sure you're talking to the right person. The awards room also allows you to video chat with up to 4 people at a time. To start a video call, go to the People tab and search for the person either in My Table, Contacts or Everyone. Once you have found the person, click on their profile image. You can add people to your network here. Start a private conversation, video call the person, or even invite that person to your table if the feature is available. Click on the video camera icon to connect. Once you initiate a video call, the person will be notified on their screen. In case you forget the person's name, just hover over their video to review their profile, like so. Use your volume controls to control the sound. You can also invite others to the call. Click on the Invite Others button, but remember, the person who initiated the call has control, and you may not be able to invite others. Stop the call by clicking on the Hang Up button, and a message will appear to say you have left the call. How to work the room. Scrolling down the page, you will see the tables of companies attending the event. If there are more than 50 tables at the event, use the pagination here to move around the room and view everyone. You can also search for table names and people here. There are sponsor tables, VIP tables and guest tables. Towards the bottom of the awards room is the public gallery. If you are in the public gallery, your feature and networking opportunities are restricted. If there is a star on the table, this means that this company has been shortlisted for an award. You can view who is sitting at a table by clicking on this arrow. You'll be presented with a list of guests for that table. Clicking on each attendee's icon will give you a set of interacting options: send a message, video chat, add to your network, and invite to your table. Most importantly, above the tables, you'll find the sponsors of the event. Click on their logo to view their profile. Now that you're familiar with the room and how to use it, when you arrive for your event, all that's left to do is enjoy the show and start networking. We hope this has provided a useful guide on how best to enjoy your awards room experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for the evening, Tim Roberts, Richard Crick, and our special guest, Mr. Ian Holloway.
Hello and welcome everyone to the Man v Fat 2021 Awards. Before we kick off, we'd like to say a big thanks to Hygos Insurance for sponsoring this year's awards, as without them, this event simply would not have been possible. Hygos are a UK insurance broker who love different. They don't believe insurance solutions should simply tick a box. So if you want insurance that's bespoke and tailored to your needs, then do check them out.
Thanks, Rich, and welcome everyone. 2021 started off very uncertain with lockdowns in place, and we actually hosted last year's awards during that lockdown period. What a difference a year makes. Even though we still have many of COVID's challenges with us, it does feel like there are things are more positive, and this is definitely shown in the way so many of our Man v Fat clubs in the UK are operating. Before we kick off, we'd like to thank everyone who nominated their coaches, their teammates, and others at their clubs. Almost all of the awards tonight were selected from your nominations and then went through by a panel to reach the decisions. Now, we know we're only scratching the surface. We've got over 7,000 players with Man v Fat now and over 120 football leagues. So tonight is a representation of all the amazing stuff that goes on across the country. And of course, don't be disappointed because we can't recognise and reflect every great thing that goes on out there.
Cool. So you'll notice that alongside Tim and I this year, we've got a very special guest, Mr. Ian Holloway.
How are you doing?
Welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Congratulations on your work, and congratulations to all the men out there who've been enjoying football and losing loads and loads of kilos.
And it really is. And I mean, we're really looking forward to tonight and talking about the success that the guys have had. Mm-hmm. Now, we've had, in preparation for co-hosting with yourself this evening, I've been scrolling the internet, and as we know, everything on the internet is true.
Absolutely everything, yeah.
But I
depends where you go.
So I thought I'd test that assumption. Right. So I've got 3 questions for you.
Okay.
And I'm intrigued to find out. So, question 1, I believe you're fluent in sign language.
So is this a true or false question?
Well, is it true?
It is true, yeah.
Yeah. And why did you learn sign language?
We found out after our identical twins were born that they were profoundly deaf. And then our youngest daughter, who came a year later, she was profoundly deaf. Our son was hearing, the firstborn. So we felt it was the right thing to do. We knew they had a hearing loss, and we knew they were visual. So we taught them a visual language, but we had to learn that first.
Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, hopefully you can teach me some by the end of this evening, perhaps.
I can, yeah. Not the 2-fingered version. There's a little on that going on.
Okay, so this one's a bit more wild. So right. I believe that during some time between your jobs, you became part of a self-sufficiency movement. And when you moved to take your next job, you relocated with 33 chickens, 3 horses, 2 dogs, 2 ducks, and were gifted 7 turkeys by Blackpool's groundsman. Is that true?
Everything but the turkeys.
Okay.
He gifted us some eggs, and we had to hatch them out in an incubator, and we got them all out. So,
yeah.
Yeah, he was a farmer, not really a groundsman.
Okay, not a dual job then.
No, but that is true. Apart from, as I say, we took the eggs home.
Yeah.
And put them in an incubator, and we had to do the whole thing. So it was, we were going to do the good life for a bit. Had a little small holding, and unfortunately, I got back into management, and that was it, really.
So you won't be launching Holloway's farm anytime soon.
No, I think
special.
I think he's already done it really, really well, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Mr. Clarkson.
It's a lot of fun, actually.
And I don't think I could work that hard anymore.
And last one. So, despite being from Bristol, I believe you were once featured in Time Out's list of funniest Londoners. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was fuming. Being labelled a Londoner with an accent like this. You know? People do impressions of my accent. I'm proud of where I'm from. But yeah, it was I've had a strange life, really. I was trying to be serious football manager, but no one gives me any credit for that. It's I listen, with what happened to me, and the way I was brought up, my mum and dad both had really good sense of humor. So part of their upbringing of me was to don't take yourself too seriously, son, because you'll end up being disappointed. You won't be happy, and you won't be able to find yourself. So if sometimes, let it out, let your emotions show by laughing.
Mate, I think that's pretty solid advice.
Well, it is a little bit, and at the minute I got this is not skin cancer, it's sun damage. So I'm going through hell with the cream at the moment, but I do look like that I've been served up as a pizza.
I think you're looking all right.
No,
I think you're looking perfectly fine.
Man be fat. That was fantastic. They'll either feel hungry when they're looking at me, or they'll listen to what I'm saying. Hey, chaps, look at it. Look at that. Oh dear. Oh, it's really sore, but hopefully it'll be all right.
So wear sun cream
whatever you do, you got to wear at least 50, because you'll end up with things like this. In my time, in my day, it was let's get out there and we probably rub a little bit of oil on ourselves. Unfortunately, I'm lucky that this is all I got to put up with. They cut up enough off me to make 3 golf bags off the top of my head, and my ears are now joining, and my bum is halfway up my back.
Well,
I knew I'd get you again.
Well, I certainly think that we know you a little bit better now. Tim, are you okay to tell our guys a little bit about the awards room and how the platform's going to work tonight?
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, thanks for joining us, Ian. And there'll be plenty of chance later on for us to talk to you more, and for those of you watching to pass some questions on to you. So please do make the most of the evening by making use of the chat functions. Chat with the whole room if you want to. You can do that by accessing the right-hand side of the main screen. And you can also chat privately to your own table if you scroll down the page a little bit. You can chat to individual people from other tables as well. Just go to their table and you should find their name. If you lose us at any point in the evening, please just refresh your page, and hopefully that should solve your problems. So I've got a number of you watching together in different places across the country tonight. So main thing is have fun, celebrate your achievements, and we'll also be rewarding lots of people for some amazing things. Back to you, Rich.
Absolutely. So obviously the challenge of delivering this year's awards virtually means that we are going to attempt to stick to one screen for as much of the night as possible. But Tim will be joining us again a little bit later with your questions for Ian. So please do include them on the awards room chat or on our socials using the hashtag ManVFatAwards 2021. So Tim, we'll be seeing you in a bit.
See you later all.
Cheers, Tim.
Okay. So Ian, before we go on to our first award, what do you think your biggest challenge was in football?
I think the biggest challenge in life is dealing with yourself.
Yeah.
There's bits of all of us we don't like. There's bits of all of us we don't understand. And what you got to try and do is make sure you're at one with yourself before you can be your authentic self to anyone else. So, you get a lot of criticism as a football manager. You can't get things right all the time, but at the end of the day, you've got to ignore all that and have a solid base of what you think about yourself. So I wasn't the most confident person in my career. I wasn't lucky to really believe in myself. So luckily I was a team player, so I could put that effort in and never give up. And I always felt a worth, you know. So I think this is great what you're doing, because you're giving people a chance to bond through a wonderful game, and also you're holding them accountable for sticking to their goals and actually achieving things. So, you know, well done to you, and well done to everybody out there. Well done, chaps. It's fantastic.
I think that's really solid advice, isn't it? Of finding a way to be comfortable with yourself. And I think, you know, hopefully we can.
It's about trusting that relationship with yourself, and then if you can get that one right, you can then build and grow truthfully and honestly with others.
Yeah, 100%. Well, seamlessly moving on, our first award of the night is the Challenger of the Year. So, in association with the Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation, and if you're affected by lung cancer or need support and advice about symptoms or diagnosis, then they are there to support you. So please do check them out, and they should be one of the links that was on the comms for the awards tonight, so you can also make a donation as well. Now, for those of you who have never heard of Man Be Fat Challenge, it's our digital-based challenge program. So it's available to men over 18 and with a BMI of over 25. There's a lot of similarities with Man Be Fat football, whereby the teams compete with each other. But the guys also do their weekly weigh-in, as you would with football, but they do nutrition and physical activity-based challenges each week as well. Challenge now has over 200 members worldwide, and there are funded spaces available. If you go to challenge.co.uk, you can see if they're available in your area as well. So, without further ado, 2021's nominees for the first award are...
Richard Lay.
Rich has been a part of Challenge since day one. He attends more Zoom calls than any other challenger and is always happy to share his experiences. He's been sub 25 BMI for over a year, which he attributes to his continued participation.
Well done, Rich. The next one is Dom Findlow.
So despite having no prior knowledge of Man Be Fat at all, he immediately entered into the spirit of the program. He's lost 30 kilograms.
What?
Yeah, 30 kilograms in 2021, has achieved his target of getting his weight down below 95 kilos.
Well done, you.
Amazing, right?
Absolutely brilliant.
He became captain in his second season and has led by example with his team.
Rich Damey.
Living on the shores of Lake Ontario with a 5-hour time difference, 2 jobs and 8 children. Busy man.
Does he get any sleep?
It would have been very easy for Rich to find it hard to settle into Challenge, but he's actually been a major part of his team, actively participates every week, and even makes the Zoom calls when he can. He readily promotes Challenge as the reason for his impressive weight loss, and often includes his whole family and other members of the community in his challenges.
The next one is David Porterfield.
So David joined Challenge in January 2021 and has been a great asset to the Olympus League. Not only has he lost over 30 kilograms, I know, but he has provided the perfect example for challengers, and they certainly see the rewards for the effort that he puts in.
And the winner is...
Richard, huge congratulations, mate. Well done. And also good luck on your marathon journey this year. So for those of you who don't know, Rich is actually running the London Marathon. And I'm pleased to say that as part of his achievement, we're going to be donating a substantial amount to his fundraising efforts for the British Heart Foundation as well.
Well done.
Now, we've also got last year's lockdown hero and all-round Man Be Fat legend, Roger.
Go on,
who
Smudge.
would love to say congratulations.
Rich Lay is the absolute epitome of Man Be Fat Challenge. Taking part since its inception at the start of the first COVID lockdown, and the now 66 consecutive weeks of sub 25 BMI shows you the commitment he has. But the support he's offered me as the Olympus Division coach, and to everyone that has taken part, proved that he is a very worthy winner of this year's Challenger of the Year award. Congratulations, Rich.
Superb. Well done,
look
Rich.
at Smudge. He knows all about it, doesn't he? Richard, brilliant. Well done, everybody else. But Rich, you just tip that you're in your favour. Well done, mate.
Superb.
Incredible.
So, our second award of the night is our Most Active Player Award. Now, this award celebrates the incredible changes we see in so many players and their renewed attitude towards fitness and physical activity. Just like last year, we've once again got some incredible nominations. And a little stat for you as well. Did you know that since last year's awards, there's been 4.5 million minutes of football played by Man v Fat footballers just in club sessioners alone?
I bet there's some aches and pains after that.
Mate, I tell you, there's a lot of football. And that's not
That's a
including
lot of
11s.
football.
That's not including additional sessions. That is literally just in Man v Fat football sessions. So incredible. I bet it's reaching nearly 10 million minutes by Man v Fat football. Which is
Unbelievable.
mad. So this year's shortlist is...
Aaron Knight, Yeovil.
So 2021 saw Aaron run a marathon to raise money for Yeovil Hospital.
Brilliant.
He took on 5K a day monthly challenges too. Wow. And he's lost so much weight that his teammates even class him as a nippy winger these days.
Get in. Next one is Alan Steele, Grantham.
So Alan has lost 4 stone since April.
Well done. What?
Goes to the gym 7 days a week, and he's always offering advice to his fellow teammates. He's also gone from an XXL to a medium.
That takes some doing, mate.
I saw Alan's photo the other day on the Man v Fat community, and the transformation is incredible.
Well done, Al.
Absolutely incredible. Richard Lay, once again.
Richard Lay's in this as well.
So described as a running machine, Richard often starts his day at 4 a.m. to hit the streets to get his marathon mileage in.
Ryan Hickson, Crew.
Ryan is described as the couch to 5K master.
Love it.
His park runs posted in the group chats inspire others at his club, and he also supports his local disability football team. Ryan has gone from completely sedentary to playing footy, running, disc golf, and Ludo sport.
Absolutely amazing. Next one is Ross Dyke, Northampton.
Ross has lost 7 stone in some difficult times. Running and more football has been key to his success.
Wow. Matt Bell, Salford.
Described as the most committed, active member of Salford, every week he litters their WhatsApp group with his running selfies. The man never stops.
Jay Hill, Mansfield.
Jay immediately had incredible weight loss, and when hampered by injury, he switched from football to go back to the gym so he couldn't hold back his weight loss.
Well, congratulations to all of you, but the winner is... Ryan Hickson, get in.
Amazing. Huge congratulations, Ryan. Huge congratulations. And having read the nominations that led to Ryan being successful, he really has been an inspiration to so many at his club. Now, part of Ryan's active transformation included Ludo sport. Have you heard of Ludo sport before?
Not at all.
No?
Go on.
Are you a Star Wars fan, Ian?
I love Star Wars.
Yeah? It's basically lightsaber fighting. Real lightsaber fighting. So we thought, who better? Who better?
I thought I could hear him in the hotel.
You're going to be practicing that later on.
That's what he's done. He's shot one of his legs off with him. You better check him out.
So we've got a special video for you, Ryan.
Ryan. Congratulations, Ryan, on winning the Man vs. Fat Award for most active member and for the amount of weight lost. That takes an incredible amount of dedication, willpower, and stamina too. I'm impressed. Boba Fett is impressed. Consider this bounty hunter impressed.
So
that's the real one.
That is the real guy.
That's the real one. He nicked the helmet. You told me earlier on.
I did indeed. So just to clarify, that isn't someone that we've just dressed up as Boba Fett. That gentleman was Boba Fett in one of the movies, and Ryan will be sending you that video in full after the awards as well.
Wow.
Fantastic. Ryan, well done to you, sir. So next up is our Media Mogul Award. So it's been a very exciting year at Man v Fat for media. We've had snippets all across the UK, undoubtedly more than we've ever had before. More TV, more radio, more print coverage. And the guys have been fantastic at getting involved with this. Now, this year's award has been sponsored by the Gym Group Culture Stuff. So for those of you unaware of the Gym Group, they're a low-cost, open 24/7, no-contract gym operating up and down the UK. So if you want to do a little bit more than just your Man v Fat football session or your additional 11 sessions, then check out what the Gym Group can offer. So Before we go on to this year's nominees, we'd also like to say a big thank you to everyone who has participated in interviews for their Man v Fat clubs this year. Without a doubt, your stories are the most powerful ones, and it often takes a lot of courage to tell your story to others, let alone the world. Now, this award celebrates the spreading of Man v Fat message across social media platforms in 2021. So we've seen some amazing Man v Fat features come to the fore. We're blessed to have passionate bloggers, Instagrammers, tweeters who avidly spread the word. However, this year's nominees are
Reese Birch, Crew.
So Reese set up all of Crew's social media presence and champions the local club and 11s. He's always providing interesting updates.
Billy and Champo, Newport.
So their YouTube podcast, known as In Conversation With, have inspired others to set up mental health cafes and talk more openly about their inspirational stories. I even saw actually on the Man v Fat community, literally yesterday, somebody from Braintree talking about how they've seen those podcasts and it's made them sign up.
Fantastic, lads. Well done.
Superb.
Next one is Dan Edwards, Warrington.
So everyone always eagerly awaits Dan's awesome Facebook write-ups. He also creates a shed load of content for the club in his own time.
What, in his shed or just a shed load?
Shed load. I might do it in his shed. I don't know.
In his shed, I don't know. Jordan Stebbings, Bradford.
So Jordan has done some incredible TV interviews for Man v Fat in the North. He always champions the programme on his own socials as well.
Alan Clark, Blackpool.
Blackpool's finest, not you
Go
on
on
this
a
occasion.
Go on a Paul.
He's so often the first to offer his experiences and support to those on the Man v Fat online community. He's always posting on local forums to encourage new members as well.
Well, and the winner is not one winner, it's two. I was
two
wrong.
Winners, two.
Billy and Champo.
Huge congrats, chaps. I've watched a few of your In Conversation series and I know how well they're thought of, not just down in Newport, but also across the Man v Fat community. So huge well done. Now, we've actually got a video from Colt football manager and the USA national team hero, Freddie Adu, for you chaps.
What up, Billy and Champo? This is Freddie Adu. Hey guys, just wanted to congratulate you on your Media Mogul Award. Well done. Congratulations. You guys are really loved and a lot of people care about you guys. So keep doing what you're doing, all right? Good job and congratulations. Peace.
Did you ever nearly sign Freddie Adu, Ian?
I wouldn't mind doing it, yeah. I'm not sure which team I was at by then, but
I was going to say he was thought of as the American Pele at one point, wasn't he?
Listen, he's a good player. That's all I could say. They're so fit, these Americans. They might take over our game one day.
Yeah. I mean, so talking to Football Manager, because I'm a massive Football Manager fan, and I'm sure that probably a lot of the guys tonight have either played Football Manager before or,
Yeah.
Have you ever used? Have you played it? Have you used it? Have you ever?
I've seen my son playing it. Listen, it'll be like a busman's holiday for me, won't it? But it's incredible. It gives you a chance to actually feel, and it's as close as you'll ever get to do it for real. You know, the other one where you can all have a Ronaldo in your team's not that realistic.
Not quite the same.
It's good. It's good to play it. It'd be great if you got skills, but Football Manager is the one that I would do if I wasn't sort of sick and fed up with doing it for 40 years.
Doesn't pay as well. You've just played.
No. It's not about that. I've dragged my wife 48 times to different houses, screaming and kicking, and 48 moves.
She must love you, that woman, I tell you.
Oh, thank God for that. What would I do without her?
So next up is our Player Facilitator of the Year award. So as many of you will know, many of the clubs have a player facilitator, and these guys can often become the right-hand man for the coach. Often they have their own story when it comes to Man v Fat and weight loss as well. Now, this year's award is in partnership with Andy's Man Club, another fantastic organisation who support men with mental health, and the club's are a great place to be part of a community. So we'll flesh up some details of them later on as well. However, this year's Player Facilitator of the Year nominees are
Tom Cosgrove, Northampton.
Tom is an asset to the Northampton club, and nothing is ever too much to ask. He supports the lads through thick and thin, and he's played a pivotal part in getting the 11s programme to where it is today.
Dave Bell, Hull. I should call him Dinger.
Dinger.
Yeah, Dave Bell.
So Dave is a dedicated, selfless and supportive and helpful individual. He has bought into the Man v Fat philosophy since day one, constantly encouraging clubmates to better themselves and change their lives. Dave is a great support to both the coach, former players and the existing players at the club. Dave regularly contacts new players to welcome them to the club, and this has been imperative into how well the club runs.
Billy Jackson, Newport.
Billy has been amazing as the player facilitator in Newport. He always supports the lads each week on the scales. He's also thrown himself into the community aspect of the role and works closely with Alex, Stan and the other players to create an incredible support network that go way beyond the sessions on a Friday night. He's a credit to his club and epitomises what a great player facilitator should be.
Damon Rudd, Norwich.
Damon has gone above and beyond in his role at Norwich to support the new coach. He's even managed to get fruit suppliers to commit to supplying the Free Fruit Friday.
Unbelievable.
There you go. Every single week.
Try saying that when you had a drink.
I know, mate, I know. Damon has helped extensively market the league and to make the Norwich club a continued success. And your winner is... It's your
Dinger.
man, it's your man Dinger there. There you go.
Dave Bell, give him a ring. Well done. Brilliant, Dave. Well done to everybody, but Dave just pipped it again.
Dave, well done, sir. And we've got a short video here from your club man, Alan Noden.
Firstly, I'd just like to say congratulations on your nomination, Dave. Thoroughly deserved. There's no one that really I can think of that would deserve this award more than yourself. I've been asked to describe you in 3 words, so I've chosen clean words. I've chosen dedicated, supportive and selfless. Without babbling on too much, I'd just like to say, congratulations. Good luck for the awards night and bring it on for the whole lads. Come on.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
I wish someone would say 3 words like that about me. That was absolutely fantastic. My wife's got 3 for me, but not like that.
As I say, that award was in association with Andy's Man Club. So we've got a quick graphic here. Just if you would like to get more involved with Andy's Man Club, then please do check them out. Fantastic. So next up, it's our Referee of the Year award. Now, it's a tough job, this, right, Ian? It's got to be a tough job. I mean, I know you're always very supportive of referees.
I cannot give an award to a referee without hitting him first. Honestly,
Well, I'll tell you what, you're involved with the wrong leagues.
I've had so many arguments. It's incredible. Offside, of course it isn't offside. It's against my team. But anyway, without them, we wouldn't have a game, will we?
Absolutely. And you're playing in the wrong leagues because we've got some fantastic refs at Man v Fat, and we're going to hear about them now. So,
put my glasses back on.
There you go. Without further ado, your nominees are
Tim Goebel, Kings Lynn.
So Tim weighs in with the lads each week to support their journeys. The way he refs the games and has inspired some of the other guys there to actually try and actively pursue an interest in refereeing.
Keely Watson, Salford.
So Keely is described as confident, consistent and supportive. She's also incredibly patient with the players around her.
Mark Taylor, Yeovil.
Mark turns up week in, week out. He's been incredibly generous with his time in supporting various fundraising efforts down at the Yeovil club.
Gordon Winton, West Brom.
The man in the middle at West Brom is honest, reliable and firm but fair. He also has great banter with all the lads at the club.
Callum Brocklesby, Lincoln.
So this young ref has experience above his years, never shies away from a big decision.
Michael Bishop, Newport.
All-round good guy Bish is great with his players on the pitch or in the clubhouse post-match explaining his decisions.
Offside ref. And the winner is...
Superb. Well done to Gordon. And as a special thank you as well, we've got a little thank you from a fellow man in the middle.
And I understand that Gordon Winton from the West Brom club has been voted referee of the year. And what a great achievement and what a great accolade, Gordon. I understand the players at the West Brom club love and respect you. You are Mr. Reliable and shows up every week. You're firm but fair and always lets the players know when they've crossed the line. You're always smiling and you have great banter, and that is very special in a referee. So have a great evening. Hope it all goes well for the season, for the rest of the season, I should say. Keep enjoying, keep smiling, Gordon. I wish you all the best. Hope you all stay safe and all look after yourselves, and a happy new year to you all. Take care.
The words of Mr. Halsey there. Did you ever have any battles with Mr. Halsey?
Not battles. He's a good lad. You know, he's a very good lad. I have let myself down. He has booked me a few times, but what can I say? You know, it's a passionate game, isn't it? You know, come on, Mark, keep up with play.
Right, well, we're going to move on from referees, but a huge well done to everybody there. And one thing we are going to be doing as well this year is a referee of the month. So if you think that your referee deserves some recognition, please do let us know through the Man v Fat socials in future, because we're going to try and celebrate as many of our referees as possible. Without referees, there is no game.
Have you ever had a go?
Really important.
Have you ever tried to
do you know what? Okay,
it's the hardest thing in the world.
Honestly, so my second year of uni, I tried it in Preston with some very unforgiving locals. I lasted one evening and that was it. Never again. Genuinely, retired.
I could not take any of my teams. I used to have to let other people do it because I would be wanting to fight with them.
We won't be signing you up to ref our national tournament.
Please
then.
don't do it. I can't keep up with play anymore, even on a 5-a-side.
Okay, so moving on to our Partner of the Year award. So, like with so many of the awards this year, it's been nearly impossible to pick our national partner. However, it stemmed quite a discussion around our panel, but we had to shortlist just 4. So, our shortlisted nominees are
Northampton Town in the community.
So NTFC led the way when it comes to supporting their localities. Over the past 4 years, they have continued to demonstrate the ability to inspire our Man v Fat clubs, and now they have 2 clubs within their county.
Active Nation Lincoln.
Active Nation have been a pleasure to work with. The dream team of Jake and Amber, supported by Roger and Lauren, have been able to support a full club of players to achieve fantastic weight loss and build a beautiful community down there. The team shake-up they led this season has further strengthened relationships amongst the group, and Active Nation add their own personality to the sessions.
Exeter City Community Trust.
Following a tough 18 months, Man v Fat Exeter has remained one of the flagship communities. Much of that is down to the hard work and dedication of the trust. They always put player safety first, and particularly through the COVID pandemic, and they remain a fantastic partner to work with. Kath White, Mark Cordell, and now Will Bennett work tirelessly in keeping the club on a positive track.
Millwall Community Trust.
So this trust have gone all out to ensure Man v Fat makes a statement in South East London, generously providing the pitch hire to ensure our players have a top quality facility to help them in their battle against fat. Millwall Community have also provided the 11 side with free kits, the use of training facilities, and continue to give away free Millwall tickets as well. And the winner is...
Millwall Community Trust, well done. Congratulations.
And one of these beautiful salvers will be on their way to you in the post, and that's what everybody will be winning this evening.
They all want that, and you've earned it. Well done.
Hey, fantastic.
They're fantastic. They work so hard there.
They do
help that community.
And I mean, I've been down to that club when we were initially setting up. The facility down there is brilliant. Sean and all of the staff down there are fantastic. I know they're doing really, really well down there.
Absolutely brilliant. They were great help to me while I was there. Yeah. First year we did well. Second year was awful, but there you
go. Can't win them all.
You can't. Well, I tried, but unfortunately we didn't. Say no more about it. Let's go.
So next up is our regional club of the year. So this is a new award category as we're now approaching 40 clubs in each one of our regional patches. With so many amazing clubs out there, we couldn't merely shortlist 4. So we've gone for 16 nominees, and the 4 winners will be going on to compete for Man v Fat's National Club of the Year.
So you bottled out and just put it all, did you?
Hey, there's too many good people out there, Ian. That's the problem,
you
eh?
just bottled it for a bit and then just get a decision made and
well,
away
we'll get
you
one
go.
at the end of the night.
That's all right then.
So first
No
up,
sitting on the fence, all right? Just do it.
well, we'll pick 4 now.
No, he's really proud of all of you, so don't
Mate,
blame him.
It's brilliant.
Don't
It's
blame
really, really good. So first up is the Central region.
Coventry, Kidderminster, Peterborough, and West Brom.
And your winner is fantastic. Well done, Kidderminster. And we've got a little video from your regional manager, Carl White.
Yep, huge congratulations.
Oh, he's been and he's gone.
He's gone. That was quick. Kidderminster.
He'll be back. Carl always comes back. Okay, no worries at all. We can't get that video at the moment. Anyway, moving on. So we've got the North region.
We've got Hull, Liverpool, Rotherham, and Salford.
So those were Hull, Liverpool, Rotherham, and Salford for the North patch. And your winner of North Club of the Year is... Well done to the boys in Hull.
Well done, Hull. Get in.
Beautiful.
The Tigers.
So next up is the Southwest.
Where I come from.
There you go, you see.
Come on. They all talk like me. Need
Could
an
see
interpreter.
Bristol in here next year.
Yeah, we ought to.
We went down there last night, actually. Fantastic club. Really,
Come
really good.
on.
Nice bunch of lads. And Pork Vale, I believe, are nominated for Team of the Year later on as well.
Pork Vale.
Pork Vale. You've got to love that, haven't you? So, your nominees. Mate, you want to hear some of the team
Beautiful.
names later on.
Yeah, they're brilliant. I read some of them yesterday.
Southwest.
Yeah, the Southwest. Eastleigh, Exeter, Newport, and Yeovil.
And your winner is...
That's quite close to me, that.
That is quite close to you.
Yeah.
Lovely club. Really good.
Well
bunch
done,
of lads.
Newport.
Really good bunch of lads. And the last one in the regions who will be going through to tonight's Club of the Year finals is the Southeast region.
We've got Twickenham, Bromley, Millwall, and Colchester.
And your winner is... Another fantastic little club. One I'm still trying to get to. But you say you used to be a Bromley resident.
Yes, we lived there for a couple of years while I was at Millwall and Palace.
Yeah, fantastic. Nice little area.
Lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some charity shops and all that. You don't want to worry about that.
There you go.
Get in.
Get your hat.
Yeah, that was Brighton.
Brighton jobby.
Yeah, they don't care down there, mate. Do whatever they like. Bit like me.
I'll have to host him one next year, I reckon.
I think I'm going to get you one.
You're going to get me one,
yeah.
right? I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you
No
to
problem.
that. Right, next up, and well done, to all of our regional winners. As I say, we'll be revisiting the Club of the Year, where we won't sit on the fence anymore, Ian. We'll come back to it and we'll pick one.
We've got those 4 winners going into the final.
Going into the final, and that'll be the last award of the night.
So you haven't sat on the fence at all?
Haven't sat on the fence at all, you see?
Take that back then.
All right, there you go. Apology accepted.
All right.
So, okay, next up is our Clubman of the Year. So these people are the glue who hold your clubs together. We had some fantastic and very worthy nominations up and down the country, but this year's shortlist looks like this.
Rob Clare Mansfield.
Described as a top bloke on the pitch, Rob spearheads all extra activities at the Mansfield Club, including the 11s and extra five-a-side sessions. He's the pillar of the amazing community at Man v Fat Mansfield.
Mark Money Boston.
Always puts others before himself. He welcomes every new player to the Boston Club and supports everyone at the club with their weight loss.
Mark Houston Harrogate.
Mark helps organise and support everyone at Harrogate, regardless of their team or league position. He brings a wealth of experience from other Man v Fat clubs, which is greatly appreciated by his Harrogate teammates.
Jake Miller Taunton.
Proud captain of I Want a Piece of This
I
FC.
want a piece of this.
See, I told you there's some good names. Jake is the glue that holds the Taunton Club together. He's constantly recruiting new members, supporting others, and posting positive messages to inspire his clubmates.
James Hamill Leicester.
James is the driving force behind the Leicester club. Always the first to arrive and always the last to leave, which I believe is ironic because I think someone might have got locked in there last week. Genuinely.
Well, you still
So that wasn't meant to be a pun. He supports those around him on advice from weight loss to coping with anxiety.
And he's also very cruel because he locked someone in there.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it.
I don't think it was him.
Oh, that's right.
And finally,
Paul Slaney, West Brom.
Mr. Positivity and Inclusivity. He's a great source of information and advises those around him. And your winner is announced the Jake Miller, well done. And we have got a special video for you. It's a man who made such an impression at last year's awards that we couldn't help but bring him back. It's the amazing Mr. Razor Ruddock.
Jake Miller from Taunton is Clubman of the Year. Oh yeah, baby! Jake Miller from Taunton, Clubman of the Year. Well done, Jake the Snake. All the best, me old son. I want a piece of this FC. Aye, aye. Love Razor tonight.
Hi, my name's Roger Smith, and I'm the coach down here in Taunton in the wonderful West Country. Nominating Jake Miller for the Clubman of the Year award was an absolute no-brainer. Not only is Jake an excellent team captain, and he will remind everybody that his team have won the league the last two seasons, but he spends so much time encouraging everybody from throughout the league. Doesn't matter if he's playing against them that week, he always wants everybody to do well. He's an excellent recruiter and has led to several both new and returning players coming back and playing with us on a Sunday morning and encouraging everybody to really see Man v Fat as not just football, but as a vital part to their weight loss journey and on that path to living a lighter, fitter and healthy life. Thanks for all you do, Jake. You make my job so much easier and it's a pleasure working with you. Thanks, mate.
Fantastic. Well, let's see if Jake the Snake now
Is he Jake
holds as a nickname. Well, that's what Razor seems to think. So I'm sure that'll make.
Well, if he wasn't Jake the Snake, he is now. You're not going to argue with Razor about that, are you?
Absolutely not. He's definitely not a man I'd argue with. I mean, he was. Did you ever play against him on the pitch?
A few years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
He was obviously he's a lot younger than me, so. Yeah, but what a great lad, isn't he? Oh, absolutely incredible.
Fantastic. And I mean, Clubman of the Year, I mean, it's such a good award because, and having read through the nominees and being part of the panel that led to tonight's awards, there's so many good people out there. And I know, I mean, we were having a quick chat before we came on air, Ian, about ambassadorial work that you do and things that you're passionate about in life and society. And I know you were on a TV program literally last week talking about football's coming out and homophobia in football.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us a little bit about some of the extra stuff that you're doing now. You're not directly in management.
Yeah, it's a joy really because football leads you into other people's lives. You know, everybody can have a part of it, whether they play or whether they don't. You know, it's always someone in your family who's indoctrinated you into a team. It might be your gran, it might be your granddad, it might be your dad. You know, so I've been very, very fortunate. My father said to me, he fell with my brother. My brother's 9 years older than me, and he doesn't like football. My dad tried to push him to play with me. He said, I hope you like it because you'll meet some lovely people and you'll find yourself. And I realized I wasn't very good on my own. But when I was part of a team, it gave me some strength and some power. So luckily for me, because I've been doing it 40 odd years, other people now have seen what I've done and asked me questions. So I have been to meet some other wonderful people, business people through the LMA, being an ambassador for them. And obviously it's an honor that people want to talk to you and ask you questions. So, you know, I thoroughly enjoy meeting people and I miss that side of it. You know, every day you go in, you'd have a training ground, you'd have a throbbing environment that you could make your own. You could mold the players. So, you know, I love giving out my experience now and I miss that side of it. But the next generation of people who finish their playing careers need to go in and bring their new ideas to it, I believe. So I'm thoroughly enjoying spreading what I've learned in different ways.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more with you across this year as well, and hopefully get you out to some of our community too.
Well, the homophobia thing is really relevant because, you know, it shouldn't, as long as you play well and as long as you try hard, you should be welcome. It should be about what you do anywhere else, should it?
100%. 100%.
We're all different, and I'm glad we are. If we all like the same thing, we'd all be outside some girl's house, and she'd only like one of us.
In that hat, it would be you, I reckon.
It wouldn't be me, no. No, it's long gone. You want to worry about that.
So, moving on. So, next up is our regional coach of the year. So, this is another one that we're going to be revisiting later on in the evening. Again, not sitting on the fence. We're going to make a final call, but there's just too many people to celebrate.
Are you sure?
There is. There is.
Sure, not a little bit, sort of. Oh, nicey.
We've had to break it down from 140 coaches.
Well, let me just apologise. If you're not on here, you could have been, but he's had to try and make some decisions. There we go.
So this year we're going to start in the southeast. So your nominees for the southeast are.
Now you're testing me here.
I am.
Ali Ahmed Sahoui.
That's what I'd have gone with.
Yeah, Bromley. If I've said it wrong, I do apologise. Patrick Durgeon Hastings and Dean Bax Kings Lynn.
And your winner is. Well done to Dean down in Kings Lynn.
Dean.
I know Dean's watching tonight, and we've got a little video from your regional manager, Dan.
Congratulations to Dean Bax for winning the South East Coach of the Year award. In just 4 months, Dean has already made a huge impact to his local community in Kings Lynn. Each and every single week, Dean has now got over 120 players using football as a tool to help them lose weight. I'm really proud to say that I have such a talented team of coaches who work really hard for Man v Fat each and every single week, and they all deserve the recognition that they get for the hard work that they put in. The fact that you've gone and took this award after just a short period of time, Dean, goes to show how well loved and respected you are within the local community. So all that goes to say is, well done, Dean. Keep up the hard work. We're all really proud of what you're doing.
Amazing
well
job.
Done, Dean.
Amazing. Dean's got 120 guys down at Kings Lynn. I don't know if that's bigger than the actual Kings Lynn FC normal following. It's got to be close, isn't it?
How does he get all of them on one pitch then?
I don't want to ask. It's like the Pied Piper down there. I tell you, it's amazing how he can recruit so many guys.
I had 36 the other day to try and get them all on one bag of balls with about 8 in it. That was hard enough. So well done to Dean. Must have some equipment.
So next up is the Southwest. So
my area again.
Your area again. So there you go. We haven't put you in this year, but maybe next year.
I don't deserve it.
So your nominees are
James Stanford, Newport, Ben Gleeson, Swansea, and Kev Ayling, Yeovil.
And your winner is
James Stanford, Newport.
One of your locals, look.
One of my locals, yeah. It's not that far away. 45 minutes.
There you go. Fantastic. Well done, Stan. I know a lot of you guys are meeting up tonight, so a huge well done to you and enjoy that. Well done,
Are
mate.
they allowed to drink?
I think so. I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Gets in.
So, and we have got a quick winner video from your regional manager, Stu.
James Stanford. What can I say about Stan? Absolutely incredible coach. Absolutely lovely guy as well. The players down at Newport have got so many kind words to say about you as a coach. You drive them every single week to get healthy, to lose weight, to make them lifestyle choices. As a person, so supportive, very, very welcoming as well, and understanding for the guys. Absolutely incredible what you've done at Newport over the last 18 months in a real difficult time as well. Not only did you just miss out on the all-time season weight loss, but what you've built up, the community around Newport has been incredible. Everything from coffee mornings for mental health to culminating in that incredible Man v Fat National Tournament win as well. It was great to see all the guys come down and go home with that trophy back on the coach. Great coach, Stan, unbelievable. Really supportive to other coaches in my WhatsApp groups as well. And really supportive to other guys in the Man v Fat community. What can I say? Really well deserved, mate. Good luck in the National Coaches Final.
Fantastic. Always lovely to see Stu as well. Well done, Stan. So next up is the Central Region. And your nominees are...
Phil Mullen, Cambridge, Neil Glover, West Brom, and Ryan James, Mansfield.
And your winner is... Neil Glover.
Well done, Neil.
Huge well done, sir, and very well deserved. Very well deserved. And finally, the last person to be going through will be coming from the North region. So, oh, sorry, we've got Carl's video first. So we're going to go. I know. Can't get the staff in. I tell you.
What are you doing?
So.
Yep, huge congratulations goes to Neil Glover, who's the Central Coach of the Year for Man v Fat Football. Neil, you've been a great asset to the Man v Fat football team overall, as well as the Central Region. Players were more than keen to let us know their thoughts on you, and thankfully it's positive. So I'll give you a few of them now. So it's more than a job for Neil. You're friendly, approachable, positive, selfless, always supporting your teams. You go above and beyond, and I can definitely second every one of them comments.
Fantastic.
Well done, Neil.
Brilliant. And finally, last region for the coaches is the North. And your nominees are...
Sam Thorne, Crewe. Emily Cassidy, Durham. Lee Wilkinson, Blackpool. And John Billsborough, Warrington.
And your winner is... Sam.
Well done, Sam.
Fantastic. For those of you who don't know, Sam, like many of our other guys who have gone through tonight, had his own journey with Man v Fat, losing a huge amount of weight down in Stoke and then going on to look after the Crewe club. So fantastic and well done. And we've got a little well done from your regional manager, Tom.
Evening, guys. Just want to say congratulations to Sam Thorne, Coach of the Year for the North. Good luck in the national competition as well. Sam, for those of you who don't know him, has been doing the Crewe League for a year and a bit now. He's grown it from 4 teams and hopefully we're going to 8 very soon. Just want to say, absolutely lovely guy, thoroughly deserves the award. Go on, Sam.
Okay. Nice little video, that, right? So we are at our half-time mark now. If you've got a balloon at home, by the way, we are going to try and encourage a few of you to do something a little bit different tonight. So if you're watching this at home or in a local pub or whatever, you can get hold of a balloon. We're going to do our own Balloon World Cup. So for those of you who haven't heard about that, we're going to have a short video demo as you go into the break. So check it out, see if you can give it a go, and then ping it to us on the Man v Fat socials. We'd love to see some of those. So we also have a few other videos that you might enjoy. So grab a drink and be back with us in 15 minutes when we're going to be announcing your Club of the Year, Coach of the Year, hero after the break. We'll see you soon.
Now, of course, we're all familiar with this game. This is a game that we all played when we were children. The thing is, I had no idea that the whole world played the same game when we were all children. Now, of course, the game consists of 2 players and 1 balloon. They try to keep the balloon up, and I do believe the coined name of the game is called Keep Up. I actually don't know if that's the official name, but let's just say it is. At the same time, the players are trying to keep the balloon away from their competitor so that the balloon falls and they earn a point. So I'm very excited about this, you guys. And I mean, they built a set that looks exactly like a living room. I think that's fantastic, you guys. So let's go ahead and watch some highlights. All right, so up first, we got Peru versus Bulgaria. Now, I mentioned before that this is a worldwide event, and apparently there are 32 countries competing. I'm not entirely sure how many players, but there are 32 countries. So, Peru versus Bulgaria are up first. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's go. I don't even know who to root for here. Let's say Peru. It looks like you have 2 minutes. Per round or per game? There we go. That's 1 point to who? Okay, that's Bulgaria. Okay. So white shirt is Bulgaria, red shirt is Peru. I'm not entirely sure what the other technical rules are. But let's see if we can point him out. Look at this technique. Look at this technique. It's, oh my god. Oh, what a play! Oh my god.
Ahí es donde hay que lanzarse. Aquí empieza a ejercer presión. El movimiento.
Okay, so you could bounce it off of the furniture. Oh!
Now to sport, and it's a football league where weight loss goals are as important as scoring goals. Teams taking part in the so-called man versus fat competition win trophies for the pounds they've shed, as well as the matches they've won. And the programme's now extending its reach across the southeast. Membership has boomed in the first season at one of the newest clubs in Gillingham, an area where obesity rates are much higher than the national average. Here's our sports reporter Juliet Parkin.
Watch for the run, Jay!
So much more At Man v Fat Football, we love the beautiful game, as we love the icons who graced it. But our real heroes are the ones that have taken on their battle with fat and achieved their goals. Together, with like-minded, supportive teammates, all looking to make a huge difference to their lives. Have fun, make friends, make a change. Be part of a real winning team.
I hope you had a good break, and do send us your Balloon World Cup videos that you recorded over the break. So Ian's given us our halftime pep talk.
I can't help it. It's in a room where I've had my team in doing a pre-match in there, so you normally get the flip chart up. And
they think we're joking, but there is a whiteboard
no,
over there where you've been drawing things. I know.
Yeah, we got to get the ball in the box a little bit more. Get wide, get it in the box. Get your bodies in there.
Well, next up is going to be our Best New Club of the Year award. So this is in sponsorship and partnership with our friends at Macron. So they'll be sending all of our individual winners a Macron ball too. So do make sure that you check out the Man v Fat Macron shop for the official Man v Fat teamwear. So 2021 was an incredible year at Man v Fat, and we managed to bring more weight loss support to more men than ever before. Since kicking off 6 years ago, Man v Fat members have lost £370,000 worth of weight.
Gracious me.
Absolute shed load. There you go. And
wow.
In 2020,
could you get that on a lorry?
Do you know what? I think it's more than. I think it's a couple of lorries. To be quite honest with you, a couple of fullers.
Everybody,
like madness, absolute madness. And we're thinking that this year we reckon we can get to £500,000 worth of fat shifted. So
gracious me.
The number of Man v Fat clubs has almost doubled since the end of 2020, and we aim to have a Man v Fat football club within 30 minutes of almost every man in the UK by the start of 2023. So it's big aims, big ambitions, but we really hope that we can push this community out far and wide. Now, almost all of those new clubs have been a huge success, and we wanted to acknowledge those clubs at this year's award. So your shortlist for the best new clubs are
Mansfield.
A very strong start was had with the club, quickly growing from 4 teams to 6 teams soon after its launch. The players have really taken to Man v Fat football, and they're ably assisted by Ryan James, their club coach.
Bolton.
Man v Fat Bolton was one of those clubs who managed a couple of come and try sessions before the pandemic shut things down. Despite this, the men who were involved built a fantastic positive community in the WhatsApp group, and by the time we were able to relaunch, everybody was excited to get going. Originally launching with 4 teams, this club has grown to a strong 6-team league and created their own 11-a-side team, hosted their own charity tournament, and most importantly, supported players to lose over 600 kilos already.
Well done, Bolton. Eastleigh.
Down at Eastleigh, Mel has done wonders in such a short time, especially factoring in what a difficult period of time it's been. She's made weight loss front and centre and challenges the guys each week. She's supported by Toru, the club's player facilitator. Delivering from the home of Hampshire FA, Eastleigh has quickly become one of the Southwest's leading club and has a bright future.
Kings Lynn.
This club epitomises the sheer passion and dedication of its coach and our community hero of 2021. In a small Norfolk town with a population of just 42,000, our Kings Lynn club already boasts a 10-team league with over 120 active players participating every week. Over 400 kilos of weight has already been shed and hundreds of friendships formed in a community bond, which is helping the guys win their battle with fat. But who has won tonight's award? Your winner is...
Kings Lynn, well done. I'm going to be hearing that music.
I know, yeah. It literally, it doesn't go away.
Well done, Kings Lynn.
Fantastic. And as a well done thank you, we've also got a video from your regional manager, Dan Church.
Congratulations to Man v Fat Kings Lynn for winning the best new club of the year. I'm really, really proud of the hard work that you guys have put in both on and off the pitch over the last 4 months. Already, in just a short space of time, we've seen over 400 kilograms of weight loss collectively as a club. Over 30 guys have hit percentage targets already, and a strong community is being formed each and every week. The passion that you guys are putting in each week is really remarkable, and Dean backs the effort that you are putting in to keep members within your club, and having 120 guys in such a small populated area is just amazing. So hats off to you all. Keep doing what you're doing. Really, really proud of the work you're doing, and look forward to seeing what comes within the next 12 months.
Brilliant. Wow. Well done to all the boys down in Kings Lynn. Enjoy that win tonight.
Well, everywhere, but also well done, Kings Lynn.
Absolutely.
I'm amazed at the massive strides you've all made. Honestly, I'm pretty humbled here. Well done.
Thank you, mate. No, it's a lovely community to be a part of, and there's some fantastic people watching tonight, and that's why we want to do an award ceremony like this to celebrate
quite
those
rightly,
guys.
Yeah, quite rightly so. Well done.
So earlier on, Ian, you accused me of sitting on the fence. So this is it. This is the
You
time.
are. Yeah.
We're back to the National Coach of the Year now. So
you're not going to be a fence sitter then?
No. We're going to make a final decision.
Johnny up the post.
Yeah.
No, it's not you.
So the Man v Fat coaches are without doubt the pillar of each Man v Fat club. They G you up when times are hard, and they should be the first to set off the fireworks when you're hitting your goals, whether that be weight loss, the back of the net, or just feeling better about yourself. I'm fortunate enough to have met all of this year's 4 finalists, and they've all got incredible individual stories through Man v Fat. There is no doubt they inspire their players to succeed, and they are already the players' champions. However, as Ian's rightly pointed out, we can only pick one. So the national crown for the Coach of the Year is Mr. James.
Congratulations, James.
Huge well done. And we've got a little congratulations video from some of your players, Stan.
Well, what can I say about James Stanford, the leader of Man vs Fat Football Newport? A man who leads by example, who lost an incredible amount of weight with the Cardiff Man vs Fat and set up Newport an incredible league.
A massive breath of fresh air, the heart and soul of this program here. Such an honest guy, such an open guy with his opinions.
On my first week, he came and made sure I was okay, gave me lots of advice, and I just think what he's done is brilliant, and I can't fault him for the help and advice he's given me so far, and look forward to continue working with him.
The stuff that he does for this program is second to none. The extra bits he does in his personal time that people may not know about.
So Stano, full respect to you, mate. Absolutely love you as our coach. Great leadership, great example, great community.
And I've seen the transformation that he has been through, his own journey through Man vs Fat as a player and now as a coach. He supports everybody on and off the field, and he's an inspiration to everybody that knows him. He's fully deserving of this nomination.
Huge well done.
James, that's magnificent, mate. I'm having you as Prime Minister, to be honest.
Welsh Prime Minister.
Well, Welsh Prime Minister.
There you go.
No, he's quite good, isn't he? But anyway, let's not get onto that.
Well,
congratulations.
I actually watched a video, the In Conversation With, the podcast that they do down in Newport the other day, and it was Stan who was being featured, and they won this year. Newport won the National Man v Fat tournament down at St George's Park, and he said that not including marriage and children, it was the best day of his life. So I don't know if we're going to... Yeah, he did a bit of a disclaimer.
I'm glad he added that. That could have been terrible trouble when he got home.
Yeah. So I think Tim is going to join us again now, and he's going to bring some of the Q&A that we've been having from some of our players. So Tim, welcome back.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, both. How you doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
You're doing a cracking job. I hope everyone at home is enjoying it. I'm sure they are. And yeah, the guys watching have been asking some questions for you, Ian. So if you're okay, I'll just run through a few of them. Okay, first up, a question from Phil Ball. How did you try and form good relationships with the supporters in the clubs you managed?
Yeah, that's a marvellous question. First, I try to win games. It sounds silly, but if you can get off to a winning start, people believe in what you're doing, and later on in my career, it was the way you won as well. You know, I think modern football is not just about winning. If you're not playing a certain way, you're not playing the modern way, your team won't have you. You know, so it was just trying to do that. But I obviously, you know, Blackpool was my biggest thing. Really, I went there and I wanted to involve the community, so I made my players go to colleges and go to schools and come out with me and try and get someone to, instead of wearing a Liverpool shirt, get a Blackpool shirt on, and I wanted our lads to bond with them. So it was, I had about a year out of work and I really wrote down some things that I wanted to get a local community into. Luckily for me, Blackpool was waiting for it and it was ready for it. So I think, you know, where I've had success is done that. I tried it at Millwall the first year. It was tremendous. I think we won the last sort of 9 games out of 11 when we'd only won 7 before. Unfortunately, I didn't carry that on. So I can honestly tell you, whatever I tried, I thought it would work.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to pick a team that didn't do it very well, but, you know, that's life. And I've had nearly 1,000 games. I'm 18 short.
Wow. There you go.
I've
You've
had
got to go back.
No, I've had to give up on that. It's only a number. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to be in the 1,000 club, but I've lasted a few generations, and I'm everybody has to add with their brain about things. And if you look at where the game's going now, I want to see Frank Lampard, I want to see Stevie G, I want to see Wayne Rooney come into it, and because that next generation ought to leave something on the game as well. So, you know, I've been so fortunate, been in football for 40 years, but, you know, it's made me so lucky to appreciate human beings and people and understand that we're all the same animal and we all have the same weaknesses. And really, it's all about yourself. If you can conquer your own worries and your own inabilities, and it makes you a better person, makes you steady, you can then share that and become like some of our leaders are, you know. Listening about James Stanford now, what some wonderful things that he's experienced that he's now helping other people with is quite incredible. And I'm sure if you ask James what you've done for him, helping him lose weight and giving him a focus on playing and believing that he can play, is quite incredible. And you'll never be the same. So I am into this like you won't believe. So many congratulations to you. The questions, hopefully they'll keep coming, but I'm so enthusiastic about life because it's every day is a chance to learn again and try something new. So hopefully we're all, as we get older, we get wiser.
And as a follow-up to that, Ian, how do you sort of keep that resilience going when things aren't going to plan? I mean, our Man v Fat community members across the country, they have things go wrong in their lives. I'm sure you had times when you had, for example, backlash from the fans. How do you keep that resilience going when things aren't going to plan?
Yeah, that's about your relationship with yourself. And I feel that's the hardest thing for any of us to deal with. You know, as we grow up, we change, we become mature, but no one really tells you how to handle that. And you got to find your own way and building relationships. If yours with yourself isn't right, you're going to struggle because you've got to get yourself on a nice flat boat to make sure you don't
kill her over,
sink someone else. So, you know, you don't want a relationship where you need someone else. You want to bring someone to it. So luckily for me, the girl I loved didn't die of cancer when she was 21. I managed to get back with her, and I met her at school. We split up when we were 17, got back together when we were 21 because she thought she was dying of cancer. And luckily for me, she's got over it. She's a marvelous woman. I've got 4 children. They told us you can't have children because of her treatments. And so really, they don't know what they're doing. We've had to learn sign language, and really life has been so wonderful because no matter what has been thrown our way, we've had to deal with it. And I've never dealt with it on my own because I wouldn't be able to. Luckily for me, I've got a wonderful woman stood by me, guiding me and telling me what to do, really. So hopefully, I don't know if any of you have seen Afterlife. have a look at it. It's absolutely incredible, honestly.
We talked about that, weren't we? And
Honestly, it's absolutely incredible. And I hope, you know, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. My dad said that, and I lost him when he was 59, when I was only 25. I've been longer on this earth without my dad's influence, and he hadn't seen any of my children. It's heartbreaking, but you know, without him, I wouldn't be who I am. Without my mum, I wouldn't be. They showed me how to love someone more than themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very fortunate. So this is right up my street, all of this. So many congratulations to everybody out there. You need to be part of something. That's why in the last couple of years, it's been terrible. COVID has kept us isolated and we can't go out and we can't do this. People aren't like that. We need to be together. And through this wonderful game, even if it's only 5-a-side or if it's 11-a-side, if you didn't think you were healthy enough to do it, you're wrong. You can do it. And, you know, all you have to do is a little bit in moderation of what you used to like. Don't not ever eat those things, but make sure you're in control of your happiness and your relationship with yourself and your relationship with food and your relationship with your teammates. Because really, without them, who are you?
Yeah. Thanks, Ian. And it's great advice. And we hear time and time again that guys really appreciate the sense of community they get from Man v Fat. And actually, a lot of their progress and gains comes from the mental well-being side as well as the physical well-being side. So some sort of great tips there. And another question from Ali, who's our Bromley coach. Did you coach youth football before becoming a manager? And if yes, how long did you wait to take the jump into senior management?
I was forced to be a coach by someone who wanted me to be totally serious in being a football player. A fella called Gordon Bennett. I know it's a strange name, but how you're Mr. and Mrs. Bennett and you call your son Gordon, I don't know. But he was a huge influence to everybody at Bristol Rovers. And he said, if you want to be a player, you've got to learn how to be a coach because it'll improve you. So with all of us, Tony Pulis, myself, Garrett Williams, we all were made to do the badges when I was 16. So at the age of 17, I was taking an under 14s team on a Wednesday night. And so I had to try and understand. And it was brilliant for me, you know, and he apparently told my mum and dad that he's going to be a manager one day. But I had no idea about that.
You weren't wrong.
What he wanted was us to understand the game at a deeper level, and he felt that would make us better all-round players if we understood the game. So yes, I did, but at the age of 33 I had a choice to get the Bristol Rovers job as a player manager or get 2 more years at Queen's Park Rangers on a playing contract. Bristol Rovers said, we'll give you a 4-year playing contract and you'll be our manager as well. So that was it. They couldn't sack me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I had it on a blue contract, get in. That's it. So, you know, I was thrown in the deep end. I would have loved to have been a coach. Yeah, maybe under 23s coach, then a first team coach, and then it would have helped me a bit. But I had to learn my own way of doing it, basically like being chucked in a fat fryer.
Seemed to do all right.
I'm not sure. I think it was very difficult for my family because,
yeah,
you know, how personally I took it. It Bristol Rovers was my club and it was my team and I was still playing and oh dear, it was frightening. I got booked 17 times.
I can't believe that. Your discipline's so good.
No, it normally was, but as a manager, I'm out there, I'm arguing with the it was a nightmare. And then when I'm coaching really good young lads, I had Simon Bryant, who was playing for England under 17s, and Lewis Hogg, who was 17 as well, got in the England setup. And I'm coaching him in the week, and then my assistant manager's telling me you got to play all. And I'm 36, 37. I said, no, I want to play them, so I'd be sub, and then I'd have to come on. And do you know what I mean? It was, but you know, it's so difficult, you know, because when I was still a player, I wanted to be one of the lads, and you can't be that as a manager.
Yeah. Did you find, was that one of the toughest things about management, was separating yourself from the group? Do you think there is a way in which you can be a club manager and one of the lads, or do you think you need that degree of separation?
You need a degree of separation. You have to earn that, but you must be your authentic self. Yeah. You can't try and be someone else. You can't At first, I wore a suit, then I'd wear a tracksuit, then I was this, then I was that. And I had to find and settle with my own way. In the end, I brought my humour to the press because the press room was a nightmare for me at first. Going in, I was emotional and I'd take it all personally. In the end, when I went to Queen's Park Rangers, I had to take myself less serious and brighten it. Maybe it went too far sometimes, but, you know, for me, if you take yourself too seriously, you are up yourself.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to see, particularly when with football, you do it, you review it, and then you redo it. And that's the process. Week in, week out. You do it, you review it, and then you redo it. And unfortunately, every football fan doesn't do it. They watch it and then they review it and then they slaughter you.
Yeah.
Captain Hindsight. Yeah, they are really, truly Captain Hindsight. Whereas a manager, you don't get that hindsight. You pick a team. Do you think anyone ever picks a team and wants to lose?
You'd like to think not, wouldn't you?
No one ever wants to lose. No one ever thinks you're going to lose. But unfortunately, there's one of three things that happen. You either draw, you win, or you lose. At the end of it, as a supporter, I am a supporter of Bristol Rovers. I always have been, and I always will be. I don't moan at them.
No.
I don't. I support them. Otherwise, I'll be a football moaner, wouldn't I? No, but you pay your money and you want your club to do it. Unfortunately, you cannot control who your owners are.
Hey, well, Tim knows that very well. Tim's a Hereford United fan, or now Hereford FC fan, shall I say. So he's definitely been through it, haven't you, Tim?
I'm one of the few, yes. One of the clubs that went out of business due to dodgy ownership and came back, but it's coming back stronger, and the fans own half the club now. So it's a better setup. Anyways, we've got one last question before we've got a crack on, and that is from David Rees. How did you deal with players coming back from the summer break unfit, and did you ever have to support any players to lose any weight?
Fantastic question. I gave them a program to go away with, an individual program of what I wanted them to do. And it wasn't what they have to do every day. They could pick and choose off of it, but it would keep them fit. I tested them the day they left on 2 runs. There's a 1,400 meter run, and there's a box pyramid run, which is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 80, 60, 40, 20 yards. That is not meters, yards. And I knew I had everybody's times over that. So I knew what
benchmark.
I knew where you were. I knew what I wanted you to be when you came back, because I want to give you a football the second you came back. If you haven't done that work in the summer and you had time off and you lazy, then I had to leave the balls in there, run you before I give you the ball. Right. So I wanted you fit, and my lads responded brilliantly. Yes, there was 1 or 2 who struggled with weight issues and weight problems, but I just tried to make sure that they were as fit as they could possibly be so they don't fatigue in a game. Because sometimes your pass goes astray because of your technique. Most of it is because you're tired.
Yeah.
Right? And the higher you go in the game, yes, the better they are, but the fitter they are as well.
Yeah.
And if you want to be the best, you have to do that. But there's different levels. And as long as you're improving, I would always reward them. You understand? So it's not about being the fastest or the quickest or the best or the slimmest. It's about being the best you can be, because we're all built differently, you know? So it's about you, and it's about you challenging how good can you be. Luckily for me, I wasn't very good, but I knew I had to be fit. And my dad made it really simple for me. If you don't make it, son, let it be through lack of ability, not lack of effort. So he took all the worry out for me. So I could just go, and he said, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror, which is hard for me anyway, with a face like this, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself and actually say, I have tried as hard as I can, then you have never failed yourself.
And that's a great bit of advice for us to end on. So thanks, Ian. We could talk to you for hours, and I think we should perhaps try and get you back for another event at some point with all those.
Oh, you try and stop me, mate. I love what you do. I absolutely love what you do and what you're doing for people. right? It's absolutely incredible. Without you, I don't believe they'd be able to see this through, right? You're giving them a purpose, you're giving them a focus, and that's what's making the difference. I'm sure they'll tell you.
There's a lot of fantastic people out there that have made fantastic.
They do it for each other, I think, is what actually happens. But we put the pitches, the refs and the coaches on, but they don't very much do it for each other. Anyways, Rich, over to you.
Yeah, so Ian's not used to working more than 90 minutes on a Saturday. So
I'm going to slap you.
So we're going to call it there, but we might be back for a little bit of extra time at the very end. So Tim, I'm going to hand over to you.
You're looking a bit white.
I do look like Casper with these lights, I tell you. So we're going to leave it there. We'll join you for a little bit of extra time at the very end of the awards tonight. So Tim, over to you, sir.
Thanks both. Yeah, we'll be seeing Ian and Rich a bit later on. But before we go on to the next set of awards, we'd like to acknowledge what a tough year 2021 has been for some of our community. Sadly, 2021 saw us lose a couple of players who were very close to many of our other players' hearts. In particular, we'd like to mention the sad loss of Alex Brown from our Bromley club, who we sadly lost on the pitch this year, despite the best efforts of everyone at his club. We also lost a legend of the Yeovil League, Simon Pay, to a tragic accident at work. Simon was the first person to sign up for the club in Yeovil and was instrumental in setting the club up many years ago. Wherever you are tonight, please do raise a thought and a glass for those in the community who are no longer with us. Our love goes out to all those affected by losses in 2021. We also have a couple of other people who would like to issue some special mentions before we move on.
Hi, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Mel from Gosport. Because of her quick, clear thinking, I still have two legs. During my game last year, I managed to break my leg, and whilst trying to get off the pitch, she stopped me. She helped me get off the pitch without putting any weight on my leg, and even helped me get to the hospital in the same way. She even helped carry my fat ass to the car, which isn't an easy thing to do. I was told that if I'd put any weight on my leg, then it would have had to have been amputated. So thank you, Mel. Because of you, I still have two legs, and in the future I'll be able to have a kick around with my little boy as well, which I wouldn't have been able to do if I'd been left to my own stupid ideas. So thank you, and all the best.
And now we're over to none other than Jimmy Bullard.
Right, quick message to everyone at the Man versus Fat Football League. All the best years, and I just want to say a massive thank you on behalf of Elliot and the Watts family. You know what you've done. You've done an absolute fantastic job for them. Came together and funded a new Nintendo Switch for young Elliot, age 7, after the family, as you know, got burgled just 2 days before Christmas. They've had an absolute nightmare, bless them. So thank yous all for coming together, raising all that money. And I just want to say a big thank you for that on behalf of them and on behalf of me also. And I just want to try and get yous all together, as I said, lose a bit more weight. All of yous, all right? Because the league collectively hasn't lost as much weight this year as the previous. So, bit of motivation from the bully. Go out, keep trying your hardest to strip it. Keep going, all right? Remember, football's always the winner. All the best years. Take it easy. Bye.
A couple of great examples there of how the Man v Fat community comes together when needed. A couple of big awards to come, so thanks for sticking with us. We've still got Coach of the Year and Club of the Year, but our next award was voted for by you in the community and looks at those who you call as your MVPs. They are the players that your team could not do without, and we received hundreds of nominations outlining achievements across Man v Fat Challenge and football, and these gentlemen are those that shone through to the final through. Your nominees are Marcus Rees-Harris from Sunderland. Marcus has been weight loss top scorer at 2 separate clubs and boasts 2 perfect scoring seasons to boot. On top of this, his teammates all claim he's the nicest bloke you could meet. Dave Scanlon, Newport, an amazing player who spearheaded Man v Fat Newport to the national trophy at St George's Park. Also a huge loser on the scales. Charlie Roberts, Yeovil, boasting over 7 stone in weight loss and nearly 25% loss in terms of his body weight. Charlie is our big scorer on the scales at Yeovil Club. Nathan Reddy Williams, Warrington. A league weight loss top scorer, Nathan doesn't just boast a perfect scoring record, but also motivates others around him to do their best. In addition to this, he's one of the best players at his club. Darren Cuss Swindon, a cat between the sticks and a gazelle on the pitch. He has soared ahead of the rest of the club on weight loss, but also inspires his club mates to not be far behind. And finally, Rob Nixon Crew. A lovely bloke and a funny man, Rob is described as the gentle giant who scores and assists both on and off the pitch. And the winner is... Well done, Marcus. We're now going to hear from some of your teammates.
What can you say about Marcus? Basically, you're a genuine guy, down to earth, do anything for anyone. And
he's a top bloke, dedicated, and totally deserves his award.
Top man, leader on and off the field.
You were a big part in winning these medals. Your positive energy and attitude is second to none, and I can't think of a more deserving winner.
So he's also a decent footy player there as well. But the main thing is, what an inspiration he is. Every one of us, our lives are better off for having known him.
Thank you for inspiring me and so many of your other teammates. If it wasn't for you, I'd have probably quit back in 2018. Instead, I've stuck it out, lost a load of weight, I'm playing in 2 different leagues, been to 2 national tournaments, some friends for life. Cheers, mate. I owe you one.
Huge well done to Marcus. Right, next up, Team of the Year. Being part of a team is one of the best parts of Man v Fat football. Best team name is always one of the most discussed topics on the Man v Fat football community. And despite the fact we're now approaching 1,000 Man v Fat teams, there are still some original names coming out. Some of this year's favourites include Wolverhampton Under 23 Stones, the Fat Eyed Peas, the Diaby Team, Cholesterol Palace, Leicester City, hard to say that one, West Ham United, and Stoya Need a Rest. But sadly, this category isn't there for the best names, it's for the best teams. And your nominees for best team are Egg Fried Royce, Gillingham. Every player who started their first season finished the season. 4 players hit 10% and they had over 20 hat-trick heroes. The Royce boys finished top of their league on the scales and on the pitch. On top of all of this, their coach says they're a joy to see every week. Rapid Viennetta from Harrogate. Described as the epitome of the Man v Fat ethos, the Viennetta lads watch every game and support all the other teams. They struggled in season 1, losing 11 out of 12 on the pitch. However, their weight loss meant they clawed back many of these and never let it get their heads down. Easier said than run from Millwall. Excellent attendance and application to the programme saw the team smash the pitch league, cup and weight loss league. In total, they lost over 70 kilograms. Pork Vale, Bristol. Season 1, the Pork Vale lads were arguably the weakest at the club on and off the pitch. This year, they've turned it round, outshining all other teams at Bristol, blitzing the league with over 70 kilograms of loss. Purple Pain, Falmer. Consistency is key for the men in purple. Last season, they always had at least 8 attendees every week. They're also home to a BMI boss who has lost nearly 25% of his body weight. The whole team consistently contributed with weight loss goals and tracking goals to secure them a league title in Falmer. And finally, Olympic Mayonnaise, Bolton. These boys have created a one-club mentality at Bolton and are always there with ways to support or champion their fellow club mates. And the winner of Best Team is... Well done to Egg Fried Royce from Gillingham. And we've been informed that the guys are holding a nominee party tonight, so hopefully we can go live.
You're live. We're live. Yes.
Hey guys. How you all doing?
Yeah, fantastic.
So this is the full team celebrating tonight?
You're on a slight delay, so you need to talk.
Sorry about that, boys.
So you, I believe all of your team members finished the season and 4 players hit 10%. Would you like to share a little bit your secrets to your success?
Yeah, I think we just clicked to the team straight away. Obviously, every week we've got our little WhatsApp group that we motivate each other for. And yeah, it's just, good team spirit, and we're all in it for each other. And, even as a big club in Gillingham, we all look after each other as well.
Amazing. Have we got the captain there?
Yes, hello.
Any tips for other captains out there on taking their team to such amazing outcomes?
Yeah, I think it's just about being supportive, positive, keeping that, positive mental attitude. If, the guy's having a bad week, just, get him over that line. And some of the players, if they forget their books, we make them do 5 burpees before the game. So that's a bit of a punishment for forgetting your book and not losing any weight.
And the fact you're all together tonight suggests that you've become friends off the pitch. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, we've all gelled quite well, and we've lost one player recently as well through injury for about 6 months. So it's a shame he can't be here today. So Martin from the Eggs. Hey!
Amazing. And you guys, what are you doing to celebrate tonight after the awards? Anything much or?
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
It's all low-calorie food, low-calorie beers, because obviously we've got weigh-in on Wednesday, so we don't want to lose, any negative points for our team on Wednesday.
Oh, amazing! We'll believe you. We'll believe you. And finally, would you like us to go around and also introduce yourselves, because obviously it's a team effort, and you've all contributed to both your success in Gillingham and also the award tonight. So let's have some intros.
Yeah, so obviously I'm Sean Richards, I'm the captain, but it's all about the team as well. So this is...
I'm Alex Pieri, I'm the newbie to the team.
Dave Fairby, I'm a defender.
Phil Morgan, centre midfield.
Dave Hunt, I play wherever they want me to.
These are Phil's. I'm Andreas Pieri, I'm goalkeeper.
And a very
Amazing.
safe hands he has too.
Well, huge well done, lads. Really great achievement. And we hope you carry on going from this to further successes and keep enjoying your football down in Gillingham. Thanks so much. And well done.
Thanks to everyone else as well.
Take care. Right, our next award is the Community Hero Awards. Community is a word we use a lot in Man v Fat because we think it encapsulates our members base perfectly. Any Man v Fat footballer will know that the programme is more than just football, and that it's the people and the support and the love they show their fellow members which really makes it. I think it's fair to say that our nominees for this award are synonymous with these values. And the nominees are Aaron Knight, Yeovil. Aaron bends over backwards to support the club coach Kev. He always wears his Man v Fat gear with style and pride and coordinates much of the 11's activity in the southwest. Paul Baker, Doncaster. Paul is the champion behind Man v Fat 11's and has made the playing network what it is today. He's always reaching out to others across the community to help where he can. Spencer Wright, Bradford. Mr. Sociable, Spencer organises the 11's, extra sessions, Christmas parties and other social events to build the club feel at Bradford. Gavin Edwards, Newport. A huge asset and part of the team at Newport, Gavin openly talks about his own mental health struggles and encourages others to do the same. His weekend coffee group, Espresso Yourself, has been a huge help to so many men in Newport. Andrew Lachlan, Yeovil. Andy is a huge support to everyone at the club in Yeovil. He's incredibly passionate about charity and giving back and spearheaded Yeovil's 24-hour match, which saw £2,000 raised. And finally, Richard Lay, Olympus Challenge. A mainstay of Man v Fat Challenge, his story in weight loss inspires so many others to follow suit. He uses his experience of losing 10 stone to support other men on Challenge. Okay, and the winner for Community Hero is Congratulations, Andy Lachlan from Yeovil. Now, we've got a little thank you from Aussie at Movember. Movember is the charity that Andy has recently raised £2,000 for. So we've got a little thank you video from Movember.
Hi, my name's Ozzy. I'm the fundraising manager for sport at Movember. I want to say a huge congratulations to Andy Lachlan for your Community Hero Award. You raised well over £2,000 for the cause during the campaign last year. Just to put that in context, you're the 10th highest fundraiser of all the sports people in the UK. That's well over 4,000 people. You also raised more than the entire England rugby team combined, so you can be really proud of what you've achieved there. You're helping fund vital programs in prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and men's mental health. So I really hope you have a great night and can toast to your success. Thanks once again from everyone at Movember, and cheers.
Brilliant. And now, hopefully, we can go live to a pub in Yeovil, where we should filming the Yeovil coach. First of all, people have done loads of nominations across the board for Yeovil tonight, so thank you. It was a great club. Have we got Kev and Andy there? Can you hear me okay? Have we got Kev? Oh. Brilliant. So first of all, Kev, what's it like having a player like Andy on the team?
Hello, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
First of all, Kev, what's it like having a player like Andy on board in the team? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
First of all, Kev, what's it like having a player like Andy on board in the team?
It's like having Andy on board for your team. Oh, Andy is a superstar. He really is.
Andy, huge well done. You've arranged the 24-hour footy match in aid of Movember. Let's tell us a little bit about why you did it and how it happened.
Hear you for the telly.
Andy, huge well done. You've arranged the 24-hour footy match in aid of Movember. Let's tell us a little bit about why you did it and how it happened.
Yeah, it was all about Yeovil Man versus Fat. All we were doing is looking at promoting what we've got, what we do as a team, what we do as a group. It's just massive. It's massive as a camaraderie. It's our boys. We're Yeovil Man versus Fat. Come on, Yeovil!
Amazing. And what was the thinking behind choosing Movember for your fundraising efforts?
We're Yeovil Man versus Fat. Come on, Yeovil!
Amazing. And what was the thinking behind choosing Movember for your fundraising efforts?
Just a general mental health of males, the well-being. We've had a few lads that have had issues, problems, as we've all come over in life. So we're looking at making things better, just helping out. Well-being.
It's amazing. Everyone would agree it's been an amazing effort, and to be one of the top 10 fundraisers for November is such a great feat. What's the community like? What's the Man Fat community like for you over it? Fundraisers for November is such a great feat. What's the community like? What's the Man Fat community like for you over it?
We couldn't have a better brotherhood than what we've got now. We've been going 5 years. We've got the best group of lads. We've got the biggest brotherhood. The help of the community. We raise so much stuff for charity, schools. All we're doing is looking at putting ourselves on the community. And obviously, me winning this tonight, we've done it. Yeovil on the map. Come on, come on, Elton! 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 Come on, Elton!
I think it sounds like, Andy, you're the face for an amazing community down in Yeovil. I think it's best that we leave you guys to celebrate now. So have an amazing evening, and well done as a club, and then well done to you, mate, for being an excellent ambassador, raising that money and spearheading the community at your club. Well done all. Thank you. Okay, amazing efforts down at Yeovil there, and great to see one of the teams getting together and celebrating tonight. Okay, we are nearing the end of the evening, and we're up to our final award of the night. And after looking at the regional nominations earlier, we are now going to find out who the National Club of the Year is. Earlier on, we shortlisted down from 16 amazing clubs across our regions to the final 4. So just a little reminder about who our nominees are for this award. Bromley. After the tragic incident that happened at the session, the whole community at Bromley came together as one to support each other. On top of this, they've also achieved incredible weight loss despite the club being relatively new. Kidderminster, a club that has a strong core of players and a passionate coach. The rapport at the club is a joy to see. This rapport goes way beyond their Man v Fat sessions, as the club has acted as a catalyst for those guys to play plenty of football elsewhere too. I have to also say, huge commiserations to any Harriers fans today. That's got to be the most painful way to lose an FA Cup tie that I've ever seen, but a great performance all the same. Newport is, and no doubt will remain, one of the Southwest's flagship clubs. This is down to the culture and the community aspect built by the team there. Stan, Billy, Alex and the guys have created something special in Wales, which so many clubs aspire to. Aided by 2 amazing facility managers in Champo and Scanners who completely buy into what Man v Fat football is all about, the club had some incredible weight loss figures in season 1. On top of all this, they are the Man v Fat national champions and first ever Welsh champions. That's some 2021. And the final nomination is Hull. Despite being one of the latest areas to restart after the pandemic, Hull has gone from strength to strength under the leadership of Alan Noden. Consistently a full club with a good weight loss and a very positive community. The players, coach and player facilitators continue to create a fantastic positive atmosphere for men to improve their health with Man v Fat football. Okay, right, to announce the winner, we're actually going to go back to Ian and Richard, who have been on the road. Ian and Rich, can you hear me?
We can indeed. So
I think
there's definitely a delay here, but we're going to go and surprise our National Club of the Year winners. So, shall we? Let's go. Evening, gentlemen. Hello. We thought we'd come and say hello. Hello. Can I grab you for a minute, sir? So, Sam, congratulations. So, Stan, huge congratulations on your coach award tonight, and a huge congratulations to everybody here tonight. You guys are the National Club of the Year. Congratulations. I'm going to grab you for 1 minute if that's all right. We'll have a little chat out here, and if you're all right to say hello to everybody while we if I grab this gentleman here. Right, Stan,
you're in the show still. There's a bit of confusion. There's a lot going on here, so apologies if there's a bit of a delay. But we just want to say congratulations to you. Well done, sir. Yeah. How do you feel being the father of the National Club of the Year?
Yeah, absolutely over the moon. We've got just the absolute best club. We've got 83 guys who are all smashing it on the scales, on the pitch. They're just an amazing bunch of guys. Other than my wife, my kids, and the rest of my family, this is my family. Can't thank them enough for everything they do, and this is a club. The fact that we've won Club of the Year is amazing. Just can't thank them enough for being here.
Mate, well done. Tim, I think Ian's making a good social back in the studio, so I'm going to hand back to you. But thank you so much to everybody who supported this year's event. Thank you so much to our sponsors, to everybody who nominated. We've had an absolute ball here. Tim, back to you in the studio, sir.
Thanks so much, Rich, and huge congratulations to Newport, who are our team of the year, and some amazing stuff coming out of the Newport Club this year. But, also reflective of stuff that's going on across the country. We wish we had the time and space to reflect way more of that. So that is the end of our awards for tonight. Thanks to all of you that have been watching. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about what's been happening over the country. And I hope you continue to help us let this community continue to grow and thrive over the next year, and partake in what will hopefully be a year full of fun and events throughout 2022 as things get back to normal. Hopefully got a good national, regional and national tournaments to look forward to, and hopefully another set of awards in about a year's time. So thanks again to all of the team behind the scenes that have helped to produce tonight. A number of the team have been working hard behind the scenes. So amazing work, guys. Thanks so much. And I will now be clocking off. So thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evenings.
At Man v Fat Football, we love the beautiful game, as we love the icons who graced it. But our real heroes are the ones that have taken on their battle with fat and achieved their goals. Together, with like-minded, supportive teammates, all looking to make a huge difference to their lives. Have fun, make friends, make a change. Be part of a real winning team.